next week is your new single. It's titled "Didn't I?" Correct?
Yep.
Can you tell the listeners a little bit about it? Because before you do, let me say, once it's released, and it'll be available on iTunes and everything under the sun, so people can go purchase. Here at the station, we're gonna definitely not just purchase it, but we're gonna definitely drive home a nice promotional campaign. For the release.
That is so sweet. Thank you so much.
So when people hear it, tell people a little bit about the single and what to expect.
Well, the single, for me personally, I love this particular single, and it being my first single. I've gone through a lot, with the group and all the drama, and I know probably folks have heard about all the drama that's going on with me and the girls and stuff. And so this song has a lot of meaning for me in that regard. And so I just think it's appropriate right now. It certainly feels good for me. I hope everyone loves it. It's kind of different because it's a mid-tempo song, and usually people, when they come out with their first single, it's an up-tempo, hot, dance.
Hit you in the face, the whole deal,
hit you in the face, exactly. And this should still hit you in the face, but it's mid-tempo it's a mid-tempo. And so, but there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of power, I feel, a lot of emotion in it. And so it has a lot of meaning, and that's why I felt like it was important for me that I felt I had the most passion about this particular song, and it was just important for me that this be the first single because it meant so much to me. And the song is titled "Didn't I?" It's about a woman who was in a relationship, and she felt like she did everything she could. She did everything, and then she did it again. And so and again, there's no place else to go. There's no place else to go. She did it all, and so it's cool. She's happy. She made the sacrifices, and now she is where she is, and she's content, and it's time to move on, and I think it's appropriate for where I am right now. I feel like, I went as far as I put my all in Vogue, and I gave it everything, and now it's time to do exactly what I'm doing right now, and that's to move forward, and to go, and that's all. That's basically it. There's no drama as far as negativity. It just means it's time to go forward. That's all, and keep it moving, basically.
And I feel at the end of the day, and you know how people can be, and and just FYI, like I'm never one to just wow, yeah, tell me what happened, or why is this, that, and the other, like, because to me it's kind of like, who cares? It's an internal thing. It should be dealt with like that, and my whole deal is like, okay, it's run its course. It's to a point where hey, God bless the situation and relationships and the music and everything that's still positive about it, but it's time for you to spread your wings solo and fly. I'm not trying to, be your publicist, trying out, but I just wanted to throw that out there, right?
No, that's so appropriate. It's so true. And it's just life. I mean, I've been with that group for more than 20 years, and it's just where we are right now, and everybody's happy right now. So that's all that matters, And
what's funny about the situation now, and it's taken a while, of course, like you said, we get a chance to hear Maxine uncut. Like, part of a group, I know it gets kind of hard to, just have people fixated and just focus on you because you're part of a group. But in this case,
that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be a team,
Right. And in this case, we get 110% Maxine Jones solo project, all that stuff, single coming out. All I can say is, can't wait. Can't wait.
I'm happy.
Can't wait.
It's a dream. It's a total dream come true, For it to happen at this time in my life too, it's God, I'm not mad at it. I feel like, this is a good time. This is a really, really great time. And like I said, this time being in the industry the way it is right now, I think it's appropriate. It's perfect right now for me. I certainly feel like this is my time.
Two more quick questions with Maxine Jones, who is live right here on Legacy Showcase. But I've asked Mickey Howard, I've asked a few different other artists, and because you know how guys always, people always talk about girls as far as groupies. You have groupies on tour, different things like that, right? Have you ever had a guy groupie experience?
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of that, especially early on in the day, but we've always had people around us to protect us. Everybody has been really sweet. No craziness, nothing like that, if that's what you're asking, no. Everybody...
Nothing out of the ordinary that just kind of raised your eyebrow and you're like, wow, really?
I think in the very beginning, I do have a story in the very, very beginning, and that was probably right after the first single got released or so, right around that time, maybe 1990, 91 or so. I had a fan. Oh, gosh, I was living in an apartment in Oakland, and I had a fan put a ladder up to my window and climb up to my, yes. And the neighbor, I had no idea, and the neighbor saw them and called the police, like, what are you doing? Climbing up to that person's house. Yeah, that was insanity. And then there were times right at the height of our career, like, the mailman or the UPS guy would come with, there was 2 or 3 people to deliver a package,
Oh, Lord,
or you're in a hotel
mercy.
room and room service, 2 or 3 people delivering room service, and that kind of stuff. Those are insane stuff, but that's it. Thank God, everybody was just really sweet. No craziness. No maniacs or anything like that.
Ms. Jones, with this single that's coming out next week, is this like a precursor to a full album that's coming out soon?
Absolutely, more than a full album. I got several projects in mind.
Wow.
I mean, you're going to be hearing from me. Yeah. My plan is to, like I said, the old industry model, to me, has dissolved. The sky's the limit. And I could put out music till the cows come home. And that's my plan. I'm never going to stop recording. We as a group, we've been in the business for more than 20 years, and between the 4 of us, we have 3 albums.
Right.
So I always felt like there was never enough of the music itself, the actual thing I'm in the creative part, being in the industry for, was never, there wasn't never enough of that. So, I'm just enjoying that particular process, the actual creating and singing and being in the studio and working with live musicians and, I'm never going to stop that. I'm never going to stop that. So it's never going to end for me. Yes, there's this project, but I have so many people, so many producers, so many people that I have to get with that are ringing my phone off the hook, yes, and I got to do it all. I really do. I really do. I'm so serious about that. That's
keeps
not
you busy,
stop.
right? Keeps
Absolutely.
you busy.
Yep. That's my plan.